Here's one way that you can start to distinguish between the voice of Simon and the voice of Peter, between the spirit and the flesh, is if. If you are. See, Satan knew that Jesus was the Son of God. But what he chose to do is to worship himself rather than worship Jesus. Satan represents the flesh, and its desire is to consume you, and it wants you to worship the flesh. And that voice is still pinging you, but you also have the voice of God, the Spirit of God living inside of you. And I wonder what they are saying to you. If you're really a Christian, why do you talk like that? If you're really saved, why are you doing that? If you've really got this relationship with Jesus, and when you're in your moment, you get caught up in your behavior and you start to agree with them. Yeah, you're right. But I want you to know that you've got another voice speaking inside of you, because Jesus, in this story, the two words I gave you were identity and assignment. Jesus knew his identity. He was fully God and he was fully man. He's both of those at the same time. But as Jesus is walking through the earth, he's got a couple different moments where heaven opens and God speaks to affirm his son. He's affirming his identity. In Matthew 3:17, it says this, and a voice from heaven said, this is my son whom I love, and with him I am well pleased. I love that. Before Jesus had done anything in his public ministry, God is establishing the identity. This is my son. And what I want to tell you today is Christ's identity is your identity. Because when you have a relationship with him, his identity becomes your identity, because you are co-heirs with Christ. So everything that God has spoken about his son is something that he's speaking about you. You are a son, you are a daughter, and with my daughter, I am well pleased. He's speaking that over you. So when the voice of Simon is saying, Simon says, wait now, my father says, I'm a son. My father says, and he is affirming your identity.